Hi everyone, you're about to watch me make Tuscan chicken. I'm hoping I could do this in just a couple minutes for you. I'm putting in a tablespoon of olive oil. What I have over here is some boneless chicken, skinless chicken breast with Mrs. Dash, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. And that is all that's on this. And I'm going to put it in this olive oil. I know I have a big skillet. You're going to see why in a few minutes. I'm working fast because it's going to go fast. I'm putting it seasoned side down, and around it I'm going to put some onions, and I'm going to season this side with salt and pepper right now. Have you ever had a creamy Tuscan chicken? I'm going to try to get you more in the food. Bear with me. I've got ingredients all over the place. So I have some diced red onion that I'm putting around. It is going to be, I call it Tuscan chicken. Over here, I have a skillet going with zucchini and tomatoes and onions. I'm going to have that with mine. I just did a whole bunch of chicken before I did this pan. That's why the pan looks like it has some good flavor, because it does. I'm going to let that go a few minutes. And on this cutting board, I have some diced tomato and a clove of garlic diced up. But I'm not going to put that in yet. What I am going to do is pause you and get rid of this. I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to move on to flipping this chicken. It's got some really good color on the first side, as you can see right there. And, oh, it looks so good. And I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to add around this. It looks like a really big pan for this, but there's going to be, that's how I wanted it to work quickly. I'm going to put my tomatoes next to my onions. And I'm going to let those come warm up. And next is going to go in some sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to put a handful of those in. This is going to be a take on, well, you've seen the recipes all over the place. I'm going to put the rest of those sun-dried tomatoes in. And then I'm going to put some fresh spinach. So we've got tomatoes, onions. I haven't put the garlic in yet. You'll see why. And you can see that I'm working with it's one big breast that I cut in layers so that it's thin. It's going to cook super fast. I'm going to put a handful of spinach because that's going to wilt down to nothing. And then on top of that spinach, I'm going to put the garlic. And then I'm going to let that do some magic. I'm going to give it a few minutes. Get a spoon. Here's my good spoon. Hang on. You guys really do bear with me. I mean, I got a lot going on here. I just made my husband's dinner, and now I'm making my own. So here's my zucchini, tomatoes, and onions with olive oil and Mrs. Dash. That's all that's in there. I'm going to have that on the side of my Tuscan chicken. Does that sound good to you? I get my veggies every day. I love veggies. And boneless, skinless chicken gives you high protein and not a lot of calories. And I hope you can see everything pretty good. So I'm sauteing up my chicken and my vegetables all together. And I got, in a few minutes I'll take it out, and then I'll make a quick sauce in the bottom and put it all back in. I'm going to put it in a bowl. We're going to put in a little Pinot Grigio and a little heavy cream in a few minutes. It's going to be delicious. Is this something that you would eat? A creamed chicken, tomato, spinach, garlicky Tuscan chicken. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, maybe some fresh basil would be great in it if it was summertime. It's just going to be scrumptious, I could tell. When I eat boneless, skinless chicken breasts, it's very hard for me to eat unless they are, it's in a sauce. Dry meat of any kind when you're a bariatric patient is hard. So I like to make it saucy, but not unhealthy. So this is going to be very veggie forward and very flavorful. There's nothing in here I don't like, and I tell you this every day, I guess now. When you cook with the ingredients that you do like, you will have delicious food for you. So I think that I've drilled that home, hopefully. Now, I'm going to pull the chicken out and put it in this bowl because it's done. And I don't want it to be all dried out. And it's going to cook a little bit more in the sauce when I get done. And I'm going to build the sauce right here with these vegetables and these drippings. Now watch carefully. I'm going to put about, you don't have to have white wine. You could use water. You can use chicken broth. I'm gonna say that's like a 1/4 cup. And then let that cook down a few seconds. Stir it around, get all the bits off the bottom. This would be real good in cast iron. But before I even did this chicken, I did all that chicken. So I'm all prepping for lots of reasons here. My zucchinis are just about done. Now I'm going to do a swirl of the pan of the heavy cream, and I'm going to turn the heat up. This is really going to be Tuscan chicken. It's going to be delicious. Look at that. I mean, what's not to love? And then I'm going to put my chicken back in this when it needs a little more cream, I can tell, because it's going to cook down. It's got to come back up. I just made it very cold. So I'm turning the heat up, stirring her. We got tomato, garlicky, creamy. I think I will add a little of my dry basil. I think that would give it a good flavor. So just because I don't have fresh basil doesn't mean I shouldn't have some basil in this. It's an Italian dish. I don't know, I could have done Italian seasoning. You could do oregano. You could do whatever it is you'd like. But I do believe, I'm going to turn my zucchinis off. They're nice and charred. I'll show you them. Oh, this looks so good. I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese on top of this. And then this sauce, look at it, it's bubbling away. And in back goes the chicken. So you can have a little bit more time to cook with that sauce on top. It's going to be so good, you guys. What do you think? Tuscan chicken a la Gaga. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. Put all those juices and drippings right back in, that flavor. You can see I'm scraping it right down. That's it. We have delicious Tuscan chicken for dinner or lunch or whatever meal you'd like it to be. I hope you can see this, and I hope it's something that you would make. I will plate it up and show you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.